Hello everybody, welcome back to the Taiko World Cup 2023. Continuing on with the matchup of Vietnam versus Spain. Two teams in the losers bracket, only one will make it out alive and one will be left in the dust. In the history books for TWC 2023, my name is Jukes and I'm joined in the commentary booth by the lovely Teasel. How are you doing, my man?
Doing good. Good afternoon, everyone. And yeah, Vietnam and Spain. One of these teams, well, Vietnam being pretty low-seeded, but one of their first times kind of out with the qualifiers of group stages. So really nice to see them still managing to perform so far. And Spain, a team that is kind of coming back from sort of not being around for the past couple of years. So yeah, pretty good to see them as well. So two kind of newer teams in the relative kind of new kind of couple of years for Taiko, but in the past or never before have been present. So yeah, pretty interesting. Lots of new players that we've sort of never seen before.
Which also means that this match might be a bit more open-ended than some people would like it to be. Keep in mind that the seedings are based on qualifiers, and qualifiers are roundabout quarterfinals difficulty. So, yeah, we do not know how well both of these teams will perform, how well their performances will scale in round of 16. But this is up for you to decide. Predictions are open, as per usual. Put in your channel points, your well-earned points by just binge-watching Taiko content. Who does that anyway? And
I would never.
I would never. Who does that? Says the person who has chat open on one side of their monitor, just to get some more channel points. Anyway, we're getting right into it. Into the rules. Let's have a quick look. If this looks like a 47 from Spain and a 4, oh boy, from Vietnam. That's a bit painful. Not the best way to start a match.
No, not quite.
Which means
It's possible to do worse, though.
it is. It is, but there's only a 3% chance of doing worse.
It's not 0.
Oh, come on, Vietnam. You're banning normal 4.
Ah.
Oh, I'm so disappointed.
But the classic lower seeded teams as well to try pick it.
I get it, it's gimmick, like it's not everyone's strong suit, but come on, you're banning Magnitude. It's like arguably one of the best songs in the pool.
No bangers this time.
There's enough other bangers in this pool. Spain opting to ban 3 mode 3. Also a bit interesting in my opinion. It's definitely one of the more moddable picks, but also one of the more coin flippy picks in this matchup. We're going to see. So good on Spain if that's their strategy to just avoid a coin toss like this later on in the match. And first pick by Spain is going to be Hard Rock 2, the N-Wolf map with the N-Wolf background.
The classic, of course.
The classic.
I believe last TWC, N-Wolf was also the mapper for the HR2. Although I could be thinking of a totally different tournament. It's totally possible. There's a lot of them these days.
N-Wolf maps, and he does it good. So
yeah,
he's been around. He's had his fair share in any tournament pool, any tournament in Taiko, really. Strong presence in TWC overall.
Okay, no, I'm completely wrong. I wasn't even close.
Come on, you're the one who's supposed to know all the things. I'm new here.
Well,
Here's
you know.
You're supposed to back me up here.
Yeah,
it's okay.
That's the thing I learned pretty quickly. Well, I don't really know what I'm doing.
It's okay. You got out of bed like 10 minutes ago, so I'll give you a pass on that one. But yeah, first pick from Hard Rock 2, which if I'm... Oh no, I was misremembering. Because last week Spain played against, I think it was Taiwan, if I'm not completely mistaken.
Yeah, let's see.
Spayn. No, Vietnam. Close enough. No, they're
No,
playing against Vietnam right now. They're playing against Malaysia. Ah!
Oh yeah, and Vietnam played against Taiwan. That was it.
Yeah, Spain went down 5-1 against Malaysia last week. The only pick that they won was DT2 by quite a bit of margin, so I'm expecting to see DT2 sooner rather than later. Although this week's DT2 is not that straightforward.
Absolutely not. It's... Yeah, most DT2s typically follow the idea of just being really fast. And this one, it is fast, but its difficulty more just comes from its patterning, which is very strange. But
Indeed it is.
yeah, Spain off to a good start for Hard Rock 2. A couple of misses from the side of Vietnam, so that's going to help Spain a lot.
The only FCs remaining on the Spanish side, Cielo Luna with another miss, both Alcel and Alvaro keeping it up pretty well. Davey with another miss for Vietnam, going to shift the scorebar over to the Spanish side, and yeah, this does not look like Vietnam's pick at all so far. And we're only halfway through.
Yeah, Alvaro still holding the double S, but as a... Oh, there it's gone. Where did it go? But yeah, Alvaro being a very, very well-known player for their consistency, and, you know, even being able to use both hidden, well, all the trio, hidden, hard rock, and double time very, very well. Like, an absolutely incredible all-round player that has done very, very well in past tournament scenes, so these pulls are probably a breeze for him.
Couple more misses from Cielo Luna from Spain, but still Alcel and Alvaro doing their part. Vietnam not looking as strong. Crazy NT has held on pretty well since the start, but it needs a little bit more than that to be competitive to the scoreline from Spain here. And this is looking like this is safely in the bag for Spain as their first pick, as their comfort pick, because they tried to get these ones out first. Alcel breaking combo, leaving only Alvaro on the table with an FC.
Yeah, outro finishers now. And absolutely no opportunity for Vietnam to be able to catch up, so that is a very, very convincing first point for Spain.
Well done, FC from Alvaro, with maybe just a couple of 100s. Let's have a look at that. 2 100s overall, crazy stuff.
Just
Solid
falling
first
shy
pick.
of that 3 million score overall.
Ah. Oh well. It is what it is. And it's a
A win
solid
is a
first
win.
pick. Yep. That's all that matters. It's all that matters for Spain. And let's see what Vietnam will be cooking up as their first pick.
I don't know what the predictions are looking like on the Twitch stream, but the more official predictions on the pick'ems is 97.3% in favor of Spain, being 71 votes to 2 votes. So
Alright.
not a lot of Vietnam believers out there.
I mean, Twitch chat is slightly more optimistic. 94% in favor of Spain.
We'll take it.
Only slightly. Only slightly. But yeah, we'll see about that. Vietnam up with their first pick. Still some time to think about what they're going to do. It's certainly not going to be as one-sided as last weekend, where they went 5-0 against Taiwan. They also had one of the toughest matchups of the first week, let's be real.
Yeah, that's just how it goes.
That's just how it goes. Hard Rock 1, clearing out the Hard Rock bracket right away.
I'm actually taking a wee look at the round of 32 statistics sheet, and Hard Rock 2 was actually the map that Spain and Vietnam had the closest scores on.
Ooh.
Spain came 16th and Vietnam came 17th on the map, so actually a fairly risky pick from Spain, you know, looking at the statistics anyway.
Just means that the skill cap on Spain seems to be a little bit higher than Vietnam.
Yeah,
say
very
at
big
least-
difference between the two pools, so quite an understandable outcome.
Like, at least the difficulty of this week's pool is slightly more, let's say, streamlined overall, with some very few exceptions. We have an acceptable hidden one this week, difficulty-wise.
And it could be interesting to see a tournament where everything is completely normal, except the pools don't increase in difficulty, they just stay the same every week. Like, different pool, but, like, the same difficulty.
Let's put that one on the idea board for later.
Bring out all the lower skill cap players, but with the incredible accuracy.
All the accuracy players.
Yeah.
Actually make accuracy the win requirement.
Oh, that'd be... Well, I don't think I've seen that before.
No, I mean, I follow my fair share of taiko tournament, but I don't think I've really seen like any tournament focusing on accuracy overall. So yeah,
Players always score. Or misses.
So yeah, any eliminating tournaments? Anyone who's interested in hosting that, there's an idea for you. We're getting to Hard Rock 1. Slight accuracy lead for Spain by a couple of 100 so far.
Thank goodness you said this is Hard Rock 1, because for some reason I had in my head that this is free mod, and I was about to talk about how every single player had Hard Rock, and that was slightly weird.
Breaking the rules right in front of our eyes. Refs not doing their jobs. Commentators have to step in.
I think what we've proven though so far is that both these teams significantly favor Hard Rock over Hidden.
Certainly looks like it. Crazy NT, NJ Shift with their misses. Leaving 4 Cs on the board halfway through. Only David in Vietnam trying to keep it together. The accuracies are still somewhat comparable, but Spain is looking just a tiny bit more stable on OD 9.1 in comparison to Vietnam. Got Alcel with 99.8. A missed romantic kill. So far,
Yeah,
that's a lot.
The gap between the two teams is nowhere near as big this time. But we are slowly getting towards the end. More misses are going to have to come from Spain if Vietnam are going to want to be able to take their first point.
With more misses from Crazy NT and the accuracy deficit just ever growing, that's not looking very likely.
Not any misses that Spain are getting. They're getting matched on Vietnam, and David dropping the full combo.
That pretty much seals the deal for Vietnam here, losing their own first pick, and Spain claiming the Hard Rock bracket as their own.
Only
2-0.
one full combo. And 2 1-miss plays from Alcel and NJ Shift.
But again, look at these accuracies. Like, oh, Spain was quite a bit ahead of there. Crazy NT had some pretty bit struggles keeping up with the 1-4, 1-6. Switching up, especially in the second half. So, yeah. Even if Vietnam had a seed, not looking very likely that they would have decided in their favor. Noma 3 being picked by Spain. This song just screams leave.
Yeah, this is really weird. I mean, Vietnam didn't do too horribly. No, never mind. I mean, Vietnam didn't do too horribly on Nomad 3 last week, but Spain did significantly better. So, it kind of looks like Spain are trying to stick to picking the map so far that they know how Vietnam can perform on it. They're playing quite safe, actually.
I mean, no real need to take any risk if, like, the only 2 outcomes of this match is you get to see another week or you drop out of TWC as a whole.
Yeah.
And so far, Spain is playing pretty well. Up 1 point in comparison to Vietnam. Vietnam has to get a break point sooner rather than later before the nerves kick in.
Now it's time for our favorite game show. Who will hit the finishers?
Oh yes! Oh yeah, I remember now. I remember this. Which one this is? This is like, oh, I looked at the mapper name. I was like, ah, yes, of course.
Is that a mapper from Hong Kong?
Oh,
They sure like their finishers over there.
All right, Matcha. Hello? You all right?
Who will hit a note?
Alright, we'll just stick with it for now. No idea what's going on there. I was gonna say how we have first time appearances from Matcha and Creeper Brian for Vietnam. But it's hard to ignore the fact that we basically have a 2 vs 3 going on right now. And I think we're well past the first 30 seconds right now, so that kind of relieves the tension here. Alright, maybe we're seeing, Matcha joining in. Sorry, maybe not. I guess it's DC. Or is it?
Yeah, it's within the first 30 seconds, which took a while to actually show up on the stream. They left it 6 seconds after the map started.
But everyone is still playing. And right now Spain is kind of running away with it because of that. Even though we meant to kill Mr. early on the map at the same time as Creeper Brian, David Min with a few more misses for Vietnam, not going to put up much of a fight against Spain. Especially with...
2/3 of the way through, Alvaro still with the double S as well.
This from David. Alvaro doing short work off this map. Pretty impressive to look at. Still sitting on the SS. Alcel, despite the miss, sitting on a high 99 accuracy-wise.
Also seeing all of the players from Spain hitting the finishers, which is pretty impressive. And I did see David was not quite hitting them, opting to play it safe and maintain the combo.
Yeah, with no other decision to go off on, that is a point for Spain?
Oh.
Question mark?
Never mind, I misread it. I only looked at the seconds. If you base off the seconds, they left 6 seconds after. They actually left 1 minute and 6 seconds into the map, so that's why.
Alright, so this is a point for Spain then. And an SS from Alvaro on this quite challenging pick. Like, this is solid. If it weren't for, like, the DC from Vietnam, maybe all eyes would be on Alvaro. Like, so they still should be.
Yeah, with a score difference of 1,107,000, even if Matcha got the perfect score, Spain would have still won that point. So it didn't change the outcome overall.
So yeah, 3-0 for Spain. Taking number 3 with an SS on their side and a slight technical difficulty on Vietnam's side. But it looks like we're going to try and figure out how we're going to proceed with that pick.
Yeah, this is Vietnam's chance to kind of properly get a point on the board. So this is going to be a pretty important pick. Because if Spain takes it as another break point, they're at match point, and that is pretty much the worst position to be in as possible. So
huh. Alright. I suppose while we wait for that, we can have a quick look at some of the upcoming matches, because obviously this is not going to be the last match of this weekend. Far from it. Sunday is full of great matches. You have barely seen any of it. In 40 minutes, we'll be seeing Netherlands versus Argentina, which is probably going to be more of a similar... It's actually going to be pretty close, I think. Like, from what I've seen in the pick'ems, Netherlands versus Argentina, people are not sure who is going to win that one.
Oh yeah, that one's the closest one we've seen so far.
And I can't remember their seedings. Yeah, they're neighbors in terms of seedings. For number 24 for Argentina and number 25 for the Netherlands. You will definitely not want to miss that. Personally, pretty excited for it. As I'm obviously gonna keep my fingers crossed for my country neighbors, but obviously I'm bipartisan. I like to see the team win who's got a better team, so
I'm personally excited to see the UK-Chile match. Not purely because I'm biased, but
that's
partially because, I don't know, I'm really interested to watch Chile, just because they've got a really interesting team this year, and I'm really interested in seeing what they're like fully capable of. Because I don't actually know who will properly win that match.
Yeah, Chile number 10, UK number 7, and with this still sort of easier pool, this is not a free win for the UK. Maybe if this was a quarter or semifinals, this would be a more one-sided. But the Chileans will definitely not go down without a fight, that is for sure. And then, obviously, coming up at the same time as Netherlands vs Argentina on the A stream will be China vs Germany. Also a pretty frightening match. Germany coming up against a strong team like China.
Alright, new development. We're replaying No Mod 3.
Alright. Spain has agreed to replaying it, so we're doing it.
Yeah, like no notes were hit from Vietnam's player, Matcha, so even though it could be considered it just took them a while to actually properly disconnect and stuff like that, you can basically kind of tell they weren't really there from the very beginning of the map. And Spain has agreed to the replay, so that's what we'll be doing.
Which means Alvaro has a second chance of solidifying themselves as a beast on number 3 if they choose to assess it once again.
Oh, it must be done with the same 6 people though, so Matcha does need to get back in the lobby. If they haven't completely dropped off.
Ah. All Spanish players are still here, Alvaro, LCL, not to kill, but Crazy NT may not be here, as per the rules. Which is fair.
Yeah.
Seeing the match performance, you could just say, alright, maybe they're not feeling like it, let's just swap in a better player, or someone who's just recently played Normal 3. But still, Vietnam might have a bit of a predicament here. Oh. So, looking at the chat, it looks like Matcha might not be coming in the next couple minutes. That is unfortunate. Alright.
We will not be playing the map again. Unfortunately, Vietnam is not able to get their 3rd player back in the lobby. And that would be breaking the rules, so... It is confirmed a point for Spain, 3-0.
Alright. Which means Vietnam is up with their next pick, with their 2nd pick.
Never mind, the rule actually does state that in virtue of a technical issue that prevents a player from entering the lobby, both teams will be allowed to swap rosters.
We're professionals. We know the rules at all times.
Yep. They might just move past it, though. I don't know.
Alright.
This is why we're not a big, massive professional esport in, like, live venues. Imagine this was, like, a live thing. Everyone would be like, what are you doing?
Oh.
I see this happening in CSGO.
Really not. Or CS2, rather. Anyone else excited to get their eyes flashbang out of existence just by playing the game? I mean, it looks really sick. I'm excited for CS2.
I love reskinning the game. I'm calling it the new one.
Oh, that's a hot take. CS2 is just a reskin of CSGO. Come on.
Yep.
He said it.
Don't worry, I don't play the game. I'm more just.
You sound like a Valorant player. Come on, you play Valorant.
No,
like,
I'm an Overwatch player. So even worse.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yep. But
Alright.
What could be considered even worse? Hidden One.
Oh. That's also bad. I mean,
no one likes slow hidden, but it's what Vietnam feel as their best opportunity to get a pick.
I mean, I said it at the beginning, this week's Hidden One is looking a lot more balanced in comparison to the overall pool structure than last week's. I'm just gonna say disconnect the bar lines if you forgot what last week's Hidden One was. This one, despite being Hidden One, is generally a bit more approachable. And it hasn't been overly banned this weekend. I think we've only seen it banned once or twice this weekend so far. We've only had 4 matches, so not making any early judgments on that, but here we go. Hidden One.
Yeah, generally a very unpopular map in all tournament settings across the board. Just because it's often not the most accessible map possible. Slow hidden is a fairly niche skill overall, so it does take quite a bit of practice to kind of get into the flow of it. So a lot of people, they'll play it once or twice and think, I can't do this, goodbye, you're getting bad.
I mean, case in point, Luna for Spain. They are not prepared for Hidden One at all, it seems. 35%.
Yeah, 200 combo into the map, but there's only one full combo remaining, that is Alvaro. And even Alvaro's kind of struggling at 97 ad.
It's bad. It's bad when you say people with 97% are struggling, but also like 80% is not that uncommon to see with Hidden One, especially 3 versus 3. Mantikill and NJ are chilling at the low 80s. Alvaro somehow trying to make their presence known with the highest accuracy by quite a bit, only followed by Hide Arrows. 95%.
Yeah, Luna just really struggling to keep up with this one. Slow hidden is just not their thing, which is completely understandable. But that means that so far this has been an amazing pick from Vietnam. Like, you can clearly see that their scores are not what would be considered really good, but they're more than enough to get a really strong lead against Spain. And that's all that matters, really.
I mean, even David has stabilized quite a bit, now up in the 90s. Hi there, trying to somehow rival Alvaro, who, my god, what can this player not do? 800 combo now, still sitting on an FC.
Yeah, and this is the easier part of the map now.
As can be seen by Luna and NJ hitting stuff all of a sudden. Will Luna make it past 50% until the end of the map? Couple more notes. They pushed past 100,000 score, but can they make 50%? No!
Oh,
Oh! Wasn't quite meant to be, but my god, Alvaro! What a
the
score!
shining silver S. But
29 100s.
yeah, there we go. Really, really great pick from Vietnam. They're now on the board. That is one of the biggest first steps. And now they can set their eyes and their sights towards the victory. It is now
My God.
3-1 in favour of Spain, and we're back to Spain's pick as they're going to try to take this to a match point.
3-1. Spain will have a lot more freedom in the way that they choose to go about their next pick, where you're at the halfway point. I suppose they still have some options they could play somewhat comfortably. Like, hidden one is now out of the equation. I think that's the one pick that they might have dreaded the most. Free mods, given the free mod rules, is also not looking terribly likely because they will have to pick someone who plays hidden. It's going to be Alvaro for Spain, that is for sure. But whether Vietnam will have an answer to that, I'm not very sure about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure where they're going to want to go. They did ban a free mod, but I think they have the potential to, you know, you could put Alvaro on like hidden hard rock, and you could probably put Alsail on like hard rock as well. Like, I think they could very easily outmod Vietnam across both the free mod picks.
But instead, going with number 2, the tech pick, alright. Oromaru Curiosity, led by Luminite. Clocking in at just below 2 minutes.
Yeah, this is an interesting quote-unquote tech map. You could consider it as a speed map as well, because most of the technical aspects of it is more just kind of like 1-8 bursts, and I don't know, yeah, compared to last week's, which utilized loads of different types of snappings, this one more focuses on bursts, I feel, and with that style of map, it does mean that you can, if you're fast enough, treat it as a speed map.
1/8, this one goes up to 296 BPM. But then again, playing straight 296 is a bit different from having to switch between 1/4s, 1/8s the entire time. I'm not terribly confident myself of the whole map, but we'll figure it out.
And Matcha is back.
Let's go, Matcha. Back among the living. Alongside Creeper Brian and David for Vietnam. Spain keeping... Spain keeping their lineup pretty consistent. Alvaro, Alcel, Mantikill. Understandable. These are probably their 3 players who have the highest skill cap overall.
Yeah, for sure.
Keeping their specialists for when they really need them. It looks like that time hasn't quite come yet for Spain. Maybe Vietnam wins their next pick, but we'll see. That's in the future. For now, we'll focus on Nomo 2.
Yeah, I've just double checked. Alvaro, Alcel, and Mantiki Alex are the number 1, 2, and 3 players in Spain. So yeah, they are the highest skill cap that the entire country has to offer.
Like, actually number 1, 2, 3 countrywide.
Yep.
Ah, right. First miss by Mantikill. A couple of misses actually, but the accuracy is favoring Spain by quite a margin. Alvaro with a high 99 Alcel sitting on the SS. needs a bit more than just a couple misses, but Spain has to look out for themselves. Elsa, Creeper Brain missing.
Yeah, really struggling with these bursts overall.
Creeper Brain with the lowest accuracy, 93%. It's going to keep the misses from Spain from mattering too much. Elsa is just there, another burst. Oh, Matcha! Antikill trying to single tap these 1-6, but not quite hitting them just as they should.
Yeah, I think Matcha and Creeper Brian are the only ones ulting this. Everyone else appears to be single tapping to some degree.
And Alvaro's again sitting on the top of this lobby, high 99% as we are getting closer towards the end of this map. Yeah, with the lower over accuracy is they couldn't really just hope for any misses from Spain to win this one, to take this one from Spain's hands, but Spain moves to match point on Noma 2, 4-1. And Matcha actually with a really solid performance. Kind of unfortunate that we had to miss out on them on the previous pick from Spain. I'm sure they would have done really well, but that's just how it is sometimes. Matcha only missing in one section of the song, accumulating 2 misses.
Yeah, David doing pretty good as well, only 5 misses. But yeah, that is match point for Spain. One more win for them, and that's it. It's over. Vietnam is going home. Vietnam is now their pick. Yes, it's their pick now. Mm-hmm. So they have to win the next 3. 2 of them are their own pick, and that will tie it up and take it to a tiebreaker. So quite a bit of pressure on them.
Yeah, and I have no real idea what they should be picking next. No one. Might just be looking like the most reasonable one, like Hidden 2, that probably are going to be able to contest whatever Alvaro is going to be pulling up there, and we have seen that the other Spanish players are pretty comfortable when it comes to, well, I'm saying pretty comfortable, but certainly more comfortable with Hidden 2 rather than Hidden 1.
And they go with DT2, which is a very difficult map.
Oh man, why couldn't you just have had a normal speed DT this week?
Yeah, the pattern on this one is kinda insane.
Rize going on to map Zek Summer. Summer, not Summer. Summer. That's like the German way of saying. It's like saying summer with. Saying the English word summer with a German accent, I guess. Summer. But the Z and S just confused me there. Oh,
they're
yes,
very
this
similar
one.
sounds, so.
Zek Summer.
You could make a tongue twister with just Z and S sounds.
Please no. Please no. I haven't had any vocal warm-up before this match. I blew my voice out last night screaming along to Electric Callboy live, which was very fun, but my throat is struggling just a little bit.
I have a sore throat right now, so I don't know if it's going to develop into a cold or not, so I'm just hanging on by a thread pretty much.
How am I gonna survive without my fellow deep-voiced caster friend from across the sea?
I'll just brute force through
it. Teasel next week. Hello, welcome back to TWC 23 quarterfinals.
Well, last year, I had to skip out like 2 weeks of casting because my voice was completely gone. Like, I couldn't make sound. So.
I mean, TWC usually happens in around spring, which is when most people get sick, so...
Yeah.
Not the best timing overall, but anyway, DT2. Final... I'm saying final. Damn, I spoiled the script. I'm really sorry, but... Nah. No, I didn't.
How could you?
Might be finals picked by Vietnam if Spain happens to win this one.
There's a lot on the line.
There's a lot on the line.
Spain are fighting for their lives.
Holding on by a thread. And it depends on this pretty challenging DT2 with double squads at high BPMs. And the wonkiness that is introduced by DT. Misses by Crazy NT and Matcha. David Min full combo reset by Vietnam. Oh boy.
Watching this as a spectator, it looks pretty easy. But playing it is a totally different story.
Oh boy, Magic kill with a miss, but... That was a rough first KI for Vietnam. Alcel and Alvaro doing their thing for Spain, as per usual. That's the first combo break I've seen from Alvaro.
Yeah, with a score lead of about 300,000 and only a quarter left of the map to go, things are really not looking good for Vietnam. It's looking like Spain are just going to run away with this victory and the match as well.
Misses all over the place from Vietnam. Had to kill with another miss, but Spain are scarily consistent on this pick. Scarily consistent throughout this whole match in general.
Looks like Alcel is still full comboing actually.
Oh, god damn it, Teasel.
What can I say?
You should be saying nothing. That's what you should be saying. You should be saying you're sorry! If anything.
Sorry doesn't bring back the full combo.
It really doesn't. Oh, that's heartbreaking for Vietnam to go out like this, but... Yeah, losers bracket. Only one team will go out of this, and that team will be Spain. 5-2-1. Congratulations to them, Alvaro and Alcel, with ridiculous performances, and arguably the match MVP has to be Alvaro. Just dishing out scores well above their peers and above Vietnam overall.
Yeah, just, yeah, congratulations to Spain. Who will they be against next week? Let's see. A loser of 26, which is the loser between China and Germany.
Oh boy.
So that's looking like it'll be a pretty tough match. But we'll wait and see until we get there before we draw our conclusions. But unfortunately, this is also the end of Vietnam's run in the Taiko World Cup 2023. So yeah, good job for making it this far, and we'll hope to see you again next year, even stronger than last.
And speaking of China versus Germany, this is precisely the match that you're going to see in 17 minutes from now on the main stream. We will have Netherlands versus Argentina coming up on the alternative stream, so to say. Going up at the same time. And yeah, the rest of the matches, you can see them here for themselves, for yourselves. Still many more great Taiko matches to come. And yeah.
Yeah, a very action-packed Sunday afternoon. So, yep,
Yeah.
stick around for it because there's a lot going on. Some really exciting matches. So yeah, we'll be taking a short 15-minute break and then be back for China versus Germany, as well as Netherlands versus Argentina on the B channel.
Wouldn't want to miss either of these, so stick around. Go get a tea, coffee, or any beverage of your choosing. Warm up, get your adrenaline pumping, and we'll be seeing you very shortly back TWC. But this has been enough from us. I've been Jukes, joined by Teasel. And yeah, see you very soon on TWC.
approaching from the sky. Radio contact has been attempted but cannot be established. Instructions are to prepare for an attack by an unknown enemy.
beasts as far as the eye can see. A plague on the surface, a disgusting swarm in the skies. With a crash of thunder, a new demon appears. Unfurling its rotten wings, it lets out a petrifying scream.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the continuation of Taiko World Cup 2023 round 16 weekend. It is going to be another exciting matchup. This time we're going to be seeing China taking on Germany. Very exciting stuff to see. Two hotly contested teams clashing it out in what is expected to be a very close match. So there was some nice talent across both sides. Both sides continue to make their stand in winning practice. All right, let's take number 2 on that introduction because I don't know if my microphone picked that up properly. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the continuation of Taiko World Cup 2023, the round of 16. We have China taking on Germany. It's going to be an exciting matchup, and I hope to see many fine competitions and absolutely exciting clashes aboard. And while I was sorting out technical issues over here in the broadcasting booth, we did find a couple of roles that we did not get to see. And it looks like China lost a role. They banned free mod 2, and Germany had banned no mod 3. So, very exciting stuff to see. Now, I believe if Germany bans second, that means Germany will be going first, and they can pick pretty much any map they like in the pool. All right, and here we go. Looks like free mod 1 will be first pick. And it looks like we got some backup.
Yeah, hello. I'm here. I'm not supposed to be, but you can't get rid of me, so I'm here to stay.
You may never leave.
That's how it goes.
Oh man, gotta love it when your microphone just gets some very minor technical issues to kick things off.
It's fine. I have technical issues myself, being my throat, so we're both vaguely suffering together.
We are suffering, but at the same time, we are not.
Yeah. How can we focus on our suffering when we have such a contentious match as China versus Germany in the round of 16? Both of these teams are very, very strong this year. Germany achieving 4th place last year and currently sitting with the exact same roster. And China performing incredibly well. Taking countries last year such as Taiwan to tiebreaker in semi-finals, I believe. And yeah, it's interesting to see both these teams face each other already. It's kind of already known that Germany did somewhat underperform in qualifiers, achieving 9th seed. They were missing their star player though, Mankuchi, so it's kind of a big factor to see how the addition of probably their best tournament player makes to their overall performance as a team.
But keep in mind, this is on a pool where both teams are very comfortable playing on, so this is expected to be an exciting matchup. Cannot wait to see how these players go. So, we're kicking things off with free mod 1 duplication. Players are allowed to use either hidden or hard rock. as long as both teams have at least one hidden and one hard rock distributed amongst their players. And it looks like we have Germany going with 6 mods. Very ambitious play.
Quite the terrifying prospect, this map. I wouldn't say is the most mod friendly. So that must mean that they've been practicing a lot. China playing it safer with only 3 mods total, but that's not too bad. There's definitely the opportunity that Germany could be over-modding, and they're going to start picking up loads of misses, and that score is
right on cue.
Yeah, that score is going to get smaller and smaller.
The SP increase does catch some of the players off guard, but Minakuchi holding things together for the German side.
Yeah, halfway through, and China really trying to take that score lead back. You see it kind of flickering back and forth. The scores are very, very close.
Yeah, China with
30,000 between them.
China with only 3 mods between them do not have a lot of room for error, and they are certainly providing none of that room. All 3 players above 99% in their respective mods. But Kuro Rizona, I believe he is topping the lobby on the accuracy front with 99.83.
But there's a miss from you. Oh, but Super SSS does match it.
See,
there's not too much time left, but we do have another tech section.
Yeah, that
or
is true.
Not super tech, but as 1-6 and doubles.
It is getting a little bit close as we get to the finale here. Bob Gubby picking up a couple of 100s there, but keeping the combo intact. And Minakuchi's phenomenal performance on 2 mod helping Germany carry over that first point in a very stiff attack from the Chinese side. Unfortunately for the Chinese, they were not able to get the victory. So, Germany...
Risona, 4-100 hidden FC, which is incredible. Mankuchi, 11-100 hidden hard rock full combo. I mean, Atto doing really good as well, 14-100 hard rock FC.
Yeah, the man has looked absolutely clean with that performance there.
So, good first pick from Germany. But as we've just very clearly seen, like, China really weren't that far behind.
And they're going to go straight into falling.
Yeah, slightly suffering due to having 3 less mods, but for the map being that close, yeah, quite the terrifying prospect. And yeah, gimmick map now.
Yeah.
He's practiced harder.
I like to think that both teams had made the correct choices with their mod selections. And China doesn't want to fall behind in the match, so they decided to pick no mod for falling. As they attempt to whittle Germany through a deep, dark forest where they hope to emerge out on top.
Yeah, Germany has a really good lineup here. Mew being a player, or I guess I should say mapper of gimmicks, being very well versed in pretty much anything gimmick related. And of course Martin coming in as a very well known gimmick player on pretty much any loved gimmick map. You will see him at the top of the leaderboards.
Oh man. I know April Fool's is over, but we really did have a missed opportunity calling this map failing.
Yeah.
Damn.
Can't believe it.
Can't believe it.
I just, I don't think any of these players will be failing, though.
Oh, no. These guys are too good. These guys are very proficient on this map. They're not failing this at all. But it looks like Martin's the only person to be playing. Oh, no, there we go. Everyone's just syncing up. But, yeah, this song has a very slow start. We probably won't go through all the intense stuff because it is a bit too tricky to explain.
Right, with an incredible lead right off the bat.
Oh yeah, look at that incredible lead. Mother of God, it makes Otto look like a menace.
Yeah, plenty of gimmicks scattered throughout this map, so let's hope the players can adjust to them.
Well, Martin picking up a 100 on the finisher, but holding things steady as we go to the first of many wavy streams.
Yeah, a big thing to know about this gimmick map as well is a lot more technically advanced compared to last week's as well. And the first miss is coming from Shokan.
Shokan finding out the technical complexities firsthand, picking up the first miss of the lobbies. This is good for Germany. But here we go.
Slim though.
Yeah. And not just that, the acceleration of these gimmicks can catch more players off guard, but that has not happened to anyone else in the lobby.
Yeah, another miss from Shokan. But China still have a really good opportunity. And Martin being the one to miss.
He missed on the Cantan. Oh no. It was just caps. And he picked up an unfortunate miss, putting Germany's very thin lead in jeopardy.
We still have 2 SSs.
And we got another 2 full combos after that. It's absolutely crazy. So it's going to come down to this final stream. Now this stream is just entirely 1-4s, but the SV absolutely intense. Martin is hoping that China doesn't get a recovery.
Oh, and another miss from Shokan breaking the final streams. I think that's going to confirm the point for Germany. A break point already.
Yeah, a
33,000 points in it though.
And Minakuchi, the only player with a double S.
And Ukura Risona not far behind with a 1-100. Miu with 4, Super SSS with 5. The worst 100 count in this entire lobby was 12. Like,
yeah, these players
two
are prepared.
These two teams, it's kind of unfortunate for both of them that they're having to play each other this early in the tournament.
It really is unfortunate.
Against pretty much any other team than Japan, they would both easily be advancing through the winner's bracket for semifinals.
This makes it all the more terrifying for the opponents that they will face in losers.
Yeah, definitely.
But will it be the opponents they will face next week, or will it be the ones afterwards? We will see. Because, to be fair, the winner of this match will have the right to play against Japan in the quarterfinals. So,
I see.
You know, there could be worse fates out there, let's put it that way.
Yeah, if anything, being able to have such an incredibly strong team going against Japan in the earlier stages of the tournament, that's the best time to possibly beat them. As the pools just get harder and harder, teams slowly get more and more skill capped while Japan just keeps rising. So
yeah, or at least that's the running theory. That was the case in 2v2. I expect that skill cap to come in next week.
Yeah, even more so, yeah. But with both of these teams, I don't think the skill cap will be too hindering in semifinals.
Nah, not in semis. If it's after semis, I'd be worried.
Yeah.
But let's have a look at the next map. It is going to be Summer.
Oh, I mean quarters. I mean semis, maybe. Semis is where it's probably going to start kind of slowly taking a toll on these teams. But still pretty good overall, I'd say. But yeah, DT2, one of the craziest maps in the pool in my opinion. Takes takes a speed element and really throws in some interesting patterning. It's incredibly stamina draining. But fortunately it is only 2.5 minutes in length with DD, so...
Alright, here we go. Looks like the players are a little bit out of sync. Bansh's gonna stop lying to us about misses that do not exist.
That'll never happen.
Oh yeah, of course. I like to think that the Banshee client's trying to do a late April Fool's joke. But clearly that's never the case, because that's a 365, you know,
yeah,
365 day a year kind of thing.
Yeah, but so far in the intro, Germany off to a pretty good start. still have one double S remaining on Mankuchi. Shokan and SNH struggling a wee bit more the accuracy, but, you know, still pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, Germany's looking solid on the accuracy front, but keep in mind the difficulty of this song comes more so in the second half of the song. There's incredible diff spikes towards the end of the song, and if you're not prepared for it, you will get caught off guard like Mob is currently.
Yeah, first miss in the lobby, but Germany has the accuracy lead to have it not affect them too much.
Yeah, it is early days, but that's going to give China a little bit of hope. And hope is something they're going to need if they want to score this breakpoint. If China wants to bring the heat to Germany's momentum with a nice summer day, they're going to have to do it sooner rather than later. But here we go. We're going to the final third.
Yeah, and Germany just continuing to extend that lead.
Oh, but
double break,
Shokan and
FRZ,
Fritz.
and Shokan. So,
Alright.
no change in the score at all.
Yeah, no, there shouldn't be much of a change. A bit unfortunate for China, although had Shochan maintained the combo, it shouldn't have mattered. And now Super Triple S, the Van has picked up a miss, although the result is looking pretty locked in at this point.
Oh, what's happened to Mob? Oh. If he fully drops out and the score isn't saved anywhere, that means it'd be nullified.
No.
Okay, ref is saying it's 3-0 pretty quickly.
Yeah, ref said it's 3-0. We're good.
Okay, yeah, the score did submit. Mob W getting 1,049,620.
To China's disappointment, Rizona did finish the map.
Yeah, so Mankuchi with the 3-100 full combo, and SNH also getting a full combo with 64 100s. Yeah, the highest miss count once again only being 5, so it's just such a strong showcase as to how
I like
both
this
of these
decision.
teams are.
I like this decision.
Alright, hidden one.
So, Lose Control has not been a very popular choice in the pool, for obvious reasons, because it's in the hidden one slot. But, this is a bit of a brave decision. They decided to hidden one into Germany of all countries.
Yeah, so we'll probably see Mew playing this. Martin's probably going to come back in. I asked Mankuchi would stay in as well, but this is the slow hidden, so Ukura Risona is going to absolutely dominate this map probably. Slow hidden being their strongest skill set. I'll also probably see Super Triple S also play it. They played hidden for Fremont 2 and did really, really well, so...
Yeah. Playing this game that is hidden one is not a fun challenge. You got a fair amount of slow SV, pretty common that you would have seen around the 32. But this is also intermixed with some SV changes and also some tech.
Yeah, the ending of the map is surprisingly the easiest part, as the SV increases up to something a bit more readable, and the patterning overall becomes a bit easier as well. So we're going to see our main differences in the first kind of 2/3 of the map.
And maybe which is a bit interesting as a map dynamic, because when you have the difficult sections at the first 2/3 of the section, if you make it to the final third and you're already like 100,000 points in front, in theory, you should be able to hold it and get the victory. It's that easy of an ending. But you know what? There's still some minor SP changes that can throw some players off. And, you know, especially when you have the pressure of being in a World Cup match against a very competent team, one of whom is still stuck playing DT2. You know, a lot can happen.
Yeah.
So, here we go.
We'll let the players speak for themselves.
That is true. So, China decides to play a game. Let's see if they will win or will they lose control of the match.
Really early break from Uber recently. It's one of the best places to break. Mancucci matching it.
Alright, here we go. If I remember correctly, there's a bit of it's 1/8 and 1/4.
And so far the score is flickering between the two teams.
Oh my god, everyone's playing this section perfectly. What? Okay,
Super with the miss.
Wow,
that's a pretty big one actually.
Yeah, I mean, Super getting the unfortunate miss. That's going to put Germany in a bit of a lead at a very awkward spot. Now, there's a lot of players in this tournament that would love to have played as well as these guys just did. And it's just unfortunate that that tiny slip up from Super is allowing Germany to get something. Even then, it's not that much.
Yeah, we're slowly approaching the easier section of the map now. But
wait a minute, you're still double S-ing this.
Oh, he is.
Hold up. The man's made it to the final third. Oh, Shokan has missed.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see too many, you know, significant changes to people's score in this section of the map. You know, anything can happen, but the score lead of around 60,000, Germany are looking really good for taking this point as well.
No way. Oh, ignore everybody else. Everybody, let's focus all attention on... Oh, we lost the double S.
It's gone.
And it's gone. But nah, come on. He's gonna finish with that 1/100 if he doesn't miss the ending here. That's beautiful. That is still a beautiful score. Like, that is a score worthy of terrifying the Japanese.
All the players on... Everyone that missed only got one single miss.
Wow. And even then, like, Martin with 16 100s, that's a very fine score. If you just looked at those scores and nothing else, you may think you would honestly think that United States or Japan did it.
Yeah, there's pretty crazy outcomes that we're seeing here. But Germany consistently just coming out on top over China, and now it's match point for Germany, 4-0. China in a really bad spot.
Oh, dude, they've lost control of the match. They're down 4 points. They're over. How many points did they get between the three of them? Did they all score 1 million points?
Yeah, they all scored over 1 million and still lost.
Yep. Imagine having 3 players on your team that can actually play hidden one. You're confident enough to pick into it. You all only miss like once in the song. You still score over 1 million points, and you still lose. Like, the bra momentum is real.
Alright, and this is potentially China's last shot. They're going to need to start off with a breakpoint on Germany's pick of Hard Rock 2.
But this is a good challenge. Germany looking to finish things off with Hard Rock 2. Seeing some new familiar faces. We got Edward stepping in for the first time, representing China right when they need him the most. But who's going to come in for the German side to wrap things up? Potentially. Oh, wait, no, hang on. Minato's actually from the Chinese side. Apologies.
Yes, yeah. Minato is absolutely an insane player. They are 4-digit. They don't play like a 4-digit.
How many people don't play like a 4-digit? A lot.
True.
Four-digit players are getting increasingly 3-digit. It's getting scary. It used to be the joke that that the pinnacle of taiko really only somewhat began when you get to like 500. But over the last, I think, 2 or 3 years, we've started to see some 4-digit players and even some low 3-digit players compete against like the top 300. It's a bit insane, actually.
Yeah, it looks like the players are really just taking their time to mentally prepare themselves for this.
Either that, or if they're already mentally prepared, then they have nothing else to do but stare at the background, which Enwolf would be super happy about if he was here.
Yeah, so what we're about to witness is either an absolutely incredible sweep by Germany, or we're going to see the start of a comeback by China.
But what we will see instead is absolutely nothing. Because Bancho is Bancho.
Oh, Bancho, you.
Come on, Bancho. Let this dragon in the background fly. I think it's a dragon. And let us get started on this map. So, yeah, a little bit about this map. It's incredibly fast to read. I assure you that the 4x3 that the screen that you see here does not do justice to the 16:9 resolution that some players in this lobby are reading at.
Yeah,
It is
227
actually
BPM. There's some SV going on. Sometimes it's a wee bit faster, sometimes a wee bit slower, but you know, the overarching speed is like I think it's actually SV down overall to like 220 or something like that.
Not much. It's barely a thing. But
yeah, still pretty fast.
A third of the way in, and no one's made any significant errors.
Yeah,
China's
China
up to
actually being the ones in the lead. You know, by the scores are moving so fast. I can't even tell exactly by how much, but
oh my god,
they're
at a
tying.
tie. What? You don't tie halfway through this.
Yeah, it's literally coming down to like single 100s.
Well, it is for now, but the question is, will it stay like that?
Alright, we're 1/100 in favor of Germany right now. 2/3 into the map.
Yeah, this is an absolutely thrilling attempt by China. They have brought out their A game on the defensive front.
Alright.
And neither player
Relatively-
can give an advantage.
Yeah, relatively to the rest of this map, Germany have created their lead for themselves. Only just.
What lead? It doesn't exist. My guy, if someone misses, it's over.
Yeah, if any player picks up a miss, it's over.
Well,
If
here
for
we
China,
go.
we're really going to need to see that miss from Germany, or just like picking up a string of 100s on one of these streams. It's like, okay, final finishers. Does anybody pick up the misses on them?
Or just don't skip those finishes. Trust me, you don't want to skip them. Oh my god, Germany somehow won that. What?
By 17,000 points.
How does China lose this? Like, look at this. There's
Yup.
22 100s across the team and they lose. What?
Germany just with 9 100s total across the board. And that's it. Germany have performed
Mother of God.
quite the
I don't- they
incredible
left
feat.
too early, but this is ridiculous.
Yeah, completely sweeping a team like China already in the round of 16 really sets a precedent for their future in the later stages. This is the team that this is the team that achieved 4th place last year, and they're really proving right now that they're aiming for the podium place this year. Not only are they proving that that is their aim, they're proving that that is a possibility. They're already taking out the incredibly strong teams with such ease. So Germany are really the team to watch out for this year, I feel. China, though, not out of the tournament quite yet. They dropped down into the losers bracket, and what a losers bracket opponent they will be, with scores that are pretty much constantly contesting Germany, and Germany, of course, being easily one of the strongest teams in the tournament. Any team that faces China in the losers bracket for the next couple of rounds is not going to have a good time whatsoever.
I can't believe it. Like, I just can't. Like, I'm a little bit flabbergasted by how well China played, and they didn't even walk away with a point. My God. Germany's definitely going to be feeling quite confident heading into the next match, even against Japan. That is not a confidence that you can get easily, especially with how well they played throughout all those maps. Defeating such a formidable opponent as China, and knowing that you did so with sweeps. So, what was going on in the other matchup that was occurring?
It's the Netherlands versus Argentina, which is currently 2-2. So it looks like
that
it's
is a slow start.
Yeah, it looks like it's another really close one. The pick'ems as well are, I think, something crazy like 53 to 47%. So even the overall masses don't know what way this match is going to go. And it is live right now on the B channel, so you can pretty quickly jump over there and you will be welcomed by Jugs and N-Wolf.
Yeah, 100%. They're gonna have the deep voice game going on very strongly down there, and it's gonna be a good time indeed.
So yeah, after that we have our next match is once again a double match, 14 UTC with Korea versus Brazil on the A channel, with Singapore versus Norway on the B channel.
Yeah.
So yeah, still plenty
also
to go around this weekend, and yeah.
Yeah, we'll have plenty of exciting matches. So I hope you're all making your way down into Netherlands and Argentina. But that will be it for us. Teasel, do you want to say anything before we wrap things up?
No, I don't have anything to say.
That's
Just
all good.
enjoy the remaining matches.
Yeah, enjoy the remaining matches. And stay tuned, because Taiko World Cup 2023, the round 16 weekend, is going to continue.